Guys, for today I'm going to be doing the makeup look I have on right now, and I noticed after I recorded that all the time the lighting was horrible, and so my eyebrows ended up looking darker than what they really are. And I think now with this light you can see it a bit lighter, which it's actually more lighter than what it is right now, but just for the video it looks very dark, which looks scary. But yeah, this is just like a smoky kind of green eyeshadow look. I really like it. It's very festive for me. I like green. And I never thought I would do something with green eyeshadow, but I really like the end look. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing an emerald green smoky eye look. For this look, I'm going to be using the Buxom Look All You Want eyeshadow palette, and the first shade I'm going to grab is Gimme Gorgeous from this palette, and I'm just blending in this color into my crease as a transition color with my Morphe M433 brush. So I usually also grab a credit card, ID card, or anything and put it to the side to create like a sharp edge. This time I completely forgot to do that, and it's actually something I do when I use vibrant colors such as green or any vibrant color. I definitely recommend doing that. I completely forgot, and later on in the video you're going to see that I'm trying to do that with my finger, but actually a card works so much better. Now I'm using my Too Faced Natural Eye Neutral Shade Collection, and I'm going to be using Velvet Revolver again with an M433 brush from Morphe. So I'm going to be using this just to blend out the crease again, and I blend as much as possible and then a little bit more. Next I will be using my Anastasia Self-Made palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Isla. To pack this eyeshadow into my eyelid, I use a Sigma Blending E25 brush. Instead of this, I would definitely recommend to use like a flat shader brush or something like that, just because it packs on the color so much better. But the pigmentation of these eyeshadows are amazing. They're very vibrant. And they're so easy to blend. As you can see here, I'm just packing this on my eyelid, and I'm actually packing in my inner corners as well, just because this is the lighter shade as opposed to the other green shade that I will be using. So next, I will be going back to my Buxom Look All You Want eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be picking up Penthouse with the Morphe 433 brush again. And I am packing this all over as well, but I am not packing too much into my inner corners just because I want it to be like a gradient effect where it's a bit lighter in my inner corners, but I'm also going to be using a highlighting eyeshadow just to create that illusion of a lighter inner corner. The next step is just to continue to blend this color as much as possible. I do not want it to fade away, but I'm also blending it towards the end of my eye because I want again that gradient effect. So I will continue to blend this as much as possible in my crease towards the end of my eye. Next, what I'll be doing is going back to my Too Faced palette. I'm picking up the shade Espresso with my Morphe M330 brush, and this brush is so nice. It's really good at picking up the eyeshadows. It's such a great brush for blending. I love it. It always creates this really nice smoky eye look whenever I use like very dark colors. It's amazing. I just really like this brush. So next I'm using my Anastasia brush that comes with the Self-Made palette. I'm using the end of this brush just to clean out the edges and the fallout eyeshadows that come when I'm blending the darker shades, because the M330, it does pick up a lot of the eyeshadow, so some of it does fill out when I'm here blending the eyeshadow. So next I go back to my Self-Made palette and I pick up the shade Sherbet. So I'm using this one just as a transition color as well. It's just to create like a soft transition for that smoky green eye. So I continue to blend this as much as I can, and then at last I go back to my darker green shade and I apply it all over the lid. This is from the Buxom palette again, and I'm just applying it just so the bright green won't fade away either. I'm just applying both shades from Anastasia Isla and the green Buxom eyeshadow. I'm just applying them over all of my lid, and if you can see my forehead, I got some eyeshadow. I don't know when that happened. For my brow bone and for my inner corners, I'm going to be using Opal Opulence from the Buxom palette, and you just see me lightly applying it to my brow bone and my inner corners. Next, I'm using Penthouse with the bottom of the Anastasia brush. After doing this, I go with my Real Techniques setting brush and use some concealer to get rid of any of the fallout eyeshadows. And now I'm going with my Ita brush. I'm using my Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm using the medium shade just to create a soft contour, not something too harsh for me because the eyes are already the main focus of this look. When contouring my nose, I'm going to use the lightest shade in the Kat Von D contour palette just because I do not want anything too harsh for my nose, and especially for a look like this as well. So I'm going to just be blending that in softly with the lightest shade at both sides and at the bottom of my nose, just to create a bit of dimension as well in my face. And blush, I'm going to be using my Tarte Blush in the shade Captivating, and to apply this I'm using my Sigma large angle contour brush, the F40 brush. I really like to use this blush because it's something very nice, especially for very vibrant smoky eye looks like this one. It just calms down the face and the whole look, and it's not something too distracting like a red or pink blush. So for any highlight, I use my Ambient Lighting Edit palette, and I'm using right here for this one specifically, I'm using Dim Light and Iridescent Light. I like the mixture of both of these because it creates like a nice soft highlight, especially for me. I'm scared of using highlights because, especially my nose, because I have very oily skin. My T-zone is very oily, so I'm always scared when using any type of highlight. And the lipstick I am applying is a L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Peach Fuzz for 17, and on top of that I'm applying the Moxie, Marvelous Moxie by Bare Minerals lip gloss in Birthday Babe. I really like this combination for this look. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really like putting these colors together, and I think it balanced out perfectly. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching.